Hi there, my name is Veronica. I am so excited to be with you today. I am filming in lovely Lucca, Italy, and I'm here today to help you with your inner story, your assumptions, the voice that is dictating to you what you cannot have, what is possible. How do we change that to something greater, to something better, to the potential of more? Because that inner story is going to act as your foundation, as what is presented like a mirror in front of you. So changing that inner story is so important. And it's something that doesn't come very easily if you've been telling the same story over and over and over again, because that's all that you've seen so far in life. All of the limitations that you've seen usually form your story. But how do we start telling a new story? One that's better, one that's successful, one where we get to have the romantic experiences that we want, the income that we want, the level of success that we want, the vibrancy, beauty, health, all of the wonderful experiences, friendships. How do we start telling new stories that don't feel like lies? How do we start implementing a new sense of truth towards what we actually want? So that's what I'm here to help you with today. If you are new to my channel, definitely check out my other videos. I hope that they can help make your life better. And I have nearly 1,000 of them, and they grow daily, weekly, they grow all the time. I've been doing this for a while, and I love giving you free advice. I also have amazing self-study courses, coaching that you can find at dreamlifebyveronica.com. Well, one of the first things that we need to do before we can start telling that new story of abundance, that new story of success, is to stop giving that old story so much emphasis. Because you may not even realize that you're doing it, but all throughout the day, the people we come in contact with, the experiences, the thoughts we dwell upon, we're constantly making an assumption of what is possible, what can be possible, the limitations that we have. We're constantly analyzing, dwelling upon things, wondering what's going to happen. We're constantly making assumptions about what can be possible. And we tend to categorize ourselves as the kind of person that can have a certain type of experiences, a certain set of limitations. So, in allowing yourself to be open to a new story, a story of success, a story of new possibilities, new hope, new, just fresh, new, almost like we're wiping the slate clean. In doing this, we need to minimize the old story of lack, the old story of what came before. We need to be aware and mindful that we're not replaying these old memories of the past as our evidence as to what's going to come in the future, because the future can be anything. Like, the future can change completely. What happens in the future does not have to be a duplication of what happened in the past. And the most successful of people know this. They decided in a moment, or maybe in a collection of moments, that they were going to stop giving so much power to the limitations of the past and to what came before, and to just basically wipe the slate clean and to start seeing themselves as capable of more. And you can apply this to a relationship. For example, if you've always been unsuccessful in love, you've never had someone want to commit to you or want to marry you, and you badly want that sense, that level of companionship, that level of devotion. You need to stop identifying yourself as the kind of person, stop telling the story that you are someone who always meets the wrong person, always has someone not want to commit to you, always has, the short end of the stick. So we sort of stop giving so much power to that old story. We kind of wipe the slate clean. I mean, you could even imagine just dumping out an old journal containing all of these old ideas and these old limitations and these old beliefs and these old memories. and we sort of wipe it out. We decide to hit the trash button, the delete button. We're done with it. Ask yourself if you're done with the disappointment and ready to step into something new, because a lot of times we feel so we feel so comfortable in being the victim, in being disappointed, that even though we obviously logically don't want those things, there's a level of comfort and a level of familiarity, almost like that's the kind of person we are. We're the kind of person that doesn't succeed, that doesn't have money, that's always short on money, that can never afford good things. So it's time to stop giving so much power to that old story. It's just a story. It's just something you've been telling yourself on repeat. You're never going to see evidence of new until you decide to adopt that new within you. You'll always manifest what you are, not what you say you want, but what you choose to be, what you are. So are you someone who's ready for new? Are you someone who's ready to toss aside the old level of disappointment? Are you someone that has decided to look beyond the old story? Like that's just a story that you've been telling yourself. It's just something that you've been repeating, an assumption that you've just been repeating over and over again that keeps playing out because it's your level of belief. It's your level of what you see yourself as. And once you start to adopt new mental habits, the world around you starts to look new, because it's like you're looking through a new lens. You're seeing through, it's almost like you've got a new pair of glasses and you're seeing the world in a new way. Thus, opportunities, people appear different. Even the sky will look better, it will look brighter. But we need to be aware of the fact that we're constantly making assumptions. Like we're always assuming what we think we know to be true. For example, people that we encounter during the day, we make assumptions of what we think they think of us, what we think can be possible when we go to a new place. Even when we go to a restaurant, like we imagine what the food could taste like, or we're constantly imagining what things could be like and what things should be like and what we expect things to be. Like, do we expect this to be a disappointing experience or a frustrating experience or a hard experience? Or do we expect things to go easy, to go smooth? Start really examining your expectations, your assumptions, the ideas that you have on repeat. So start seeing, what if I could have a really lucky day today? What if things could start to go smooth? What if new opportunities could find me? And use the what if technique. Like, we're constantly saying what ifs. Usually we say negative what ifs, like what if this awful thing happened? But what if we started to really focus on positive what ifs? Like even ones that are outrageous, like what if I received $1 million today? Like maybe that would seem illogical, but isn't it much better than saying what if, something awful happened? What if I had challenges today? We tend to default to the worst case scenario as a what if. But what if we could start posing new and wonderful possibilities, new stories and new assumptions of good things? And it's amazing the way your mindset and your attitude allow you to attract things like a magnet. It's like you become this energetic match to unexpected amounts of bliss, peace, contentment, and be aware of the assumptions that you make. The stories that you have on repeat. You may be repeating memories of the past. Like, do these memories serve you? Are these memories of you succeeding, or are these disappointing and painful memories? I'm not saying that you should suppress things or not work on healing things that are painful from the past, but what are you choosing to focus on and dwell on in your spare time. You know, in the time that you're doing just, you're commuting to work, or you're, you know, the moments before you fall asleep. You know, just things that you're doing during the day. You're dwelling upon things. What are you dwelling on? What are you making assumptions about? What if you could start making better assumptions about what could be possible? What would happen in your life then? So I am in Lucca. This is my amazing and beautiful suite. Check out the ceiling. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna close up for now, but I hope you have a wonderful day. And check out my programs at dreamlifebyveronica.com. I hope all of your dreams come true. I hope you could find this video beneficial. Definitely subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Have an amazing rest of your day.